Hello. My sense is 4-3 linear. I have been playing linear for way over a year now, but I've never done a proper video comparing linear to high velocity, to fine aim, steady, and classic. I've done classic versus linear, but that's the typical one, but no one talks about steady, fine aim, or high velocity, and that's what we're doing in today's video. So we're going to start off with classic, and here we go. So the pros of playing on classic: you have very stable aim, and that is because the dead zone on your stick is higher, and the dead zone being higher means that you have more room for error without it actually affecting your shot too much. Classic dominates at kind of all ranges, but you have more stability at medium and long, and not as much control at close range because the dead zone size is quite big. So if you're new to the game or just don't play the game very often, then staying on classic will definitely help you. However, if you feel as if you've hit a wall and you just feel like you can't get any better and you've been playing for such a long time and you don't know what's wrong, then getting off classic and going to linear would be your ideal choice. But you need to know switching response curves takes time. You can't just switch and expect to hit all your shots. It's going to take about a week for you to even get used to it, and then maybe another week for you to master it. So I would rate classic an 84 out of 100. Now I will let in-game Koala talk to you guys. He's low, very low. Please, 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 please. People who play on classic do prefer using their ADS a lot more. You know, they don't really hip fire too much. Hip firing is actually quite difficult on classic because of how clunky it feels. And the thing is with classic, it feels like there's... Ooh, free kill. It feels like there's not a lot of room for improvement, should I say. Hello. What I mean by that is it's a very forgiving response curve because you don't need to make the super fine adjustments like linear, for example. But I feel like I have kind of lost a limb. That limb being the ability to hip fire and feel comfortable at close range. Next, if you're not utilizing hip fires on Apex, there's a problem because they're like 99% accurate. Just have a look at this. Guys, you don't need to aim on Apex Legends, right? The reason linear is so good is because hipfire is so good in this game. Next is steady. Now, steady surprised me because a lot of people were saying that steady is the worst response curve when it actually might be better than classic. Now, hear me out. Steady feels like a mix between linear and classic, but more on the linear side, which is probably why I liked it more. And this is me playing steady for the very first time in literally my whole Apex career. Yo, steady kinda... Yo! Okay, this is like my first time playing steady. How is this possible? And my teammates think I'm actually good. I'm happy. Yo. I was saying steady's ass, right? Steady's the worst response curve. I truly do take it back. I think steady is better than classic. I dare not say it. It's very similar to classic. Look at my stick right now. See when I'm like doing those fine adjustments, it barely does anything. That's kind of similar to classic. It's still a little bit different. When I'm turning and I put my stick to the very edge, it goes fast when it's at the very edge of the controller. I guess it would be good to like flick on people or quickly change directions, but it just looks like it's a failed ALC settings. This is better than classic. I don't even want to hear it. Okay, never mind. I lie. And honestly, I would rate steady a solid 70. Next is fine aim. I will let in-game Koala talk to you about fine aim. Alright, before we even start attempting to shoot people, look. This is what fine aim does. Look at this. So look at the controller. Okay, I'm actually basically moving it almost to the edge, and it's barely doing anything. You see? But as soon as I move it to the edge, it speeds up exponentially. Like, look how fast that is. You have no control. Now, I personally don't see any benefit on playing on a response curve like this because you can't even properly loot. Like, you try to loot and your stick doesn't really even go anywhere. Like, look how much I'm moving it and look how little it's doing anything. But then as soon as you go to the edge, it jumps. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna try my best to hit shots here. Oh, look at this guy. Fantastic. I'm going away from that. We're gonna land at the end of the dropship because I'm hoping he has no brain. We're gonna find out in a second though. Oh my. They truly have no brain, but like I have no aim. So it's a fair thing. Look how slow that is, and then as soon as you get to the edge, it's like fast. Oh my. Okay, maybe that like fastness did actually help me there. I think that's the only time it would help me. Is that an invisible fence? Okay. Oh, that was difficult. That was very difficult. Okay. Okay, we've come in the range to determine whether this is actually good at long range or not. Okay, it is awful. Hold on a second. No, this is awful. This is awful. Fine aim, I am rating it a 20 out of 100. Okay, it's not great. But next is high velocity. This was a struggle and a half. I will tell you why in a second. Hello, I thought the center of cap would be like, you know, the best place for me to stop and show you my settings. Now, if I put high velocity with a look dead zone of none, just look at the stick. Look at my stick, guys. What is happening? Okay, and aiming is instantly impossible. I'm gonna try, you know, winning here. There's no way I lose to a Caustic, right? There's absolutely no chance that I lose this guy, right? Okay, well, we have 2 kills. Let's see if we can get a few more, eh? You try playing on high velocity with no dead zone. It's impossible. If I kill these guys, I swear to God, they must be not human. Where is he? Oh. Holy shit. Like, there's no control. I got one? Stop it. Stop your mum. Where is he? Yo, I can't believe it. This is the new best sensitivity in the world. Wait, he was a pred? Oh, no, he was not. I am giving high velocity a rating of 4. It truly is the worst response curve in Apex. It just feels like a mistake. And I would love for you guys to go in the range, try it out for yourself, and see how bad it actually is, because I'm not joking. And now, finally, we are on to the best response curve, and that is linear. If you're someone who likes to fight at close range, hip fire a lot, just be up in people's faces, then maybe switching to linear would be a good idea for you. You're mostly going to be dominant at close to medium range, but in long range is kind of where it gets a little bit hard, because you have to do all the fine controlling yourself rather than it being cancelled out by a higher dead zone like Classic. But on linear, if you make any type of mistake, you will definitely feel it. And a lot of the engagements that you have in Apex are going to be up close, so honestly I think linear would be the best option for anyone. I love prowlers. And the reason I like it so much, it feels fluid, it feels free, like a bean. Come on, come through. Oh. Where is he? Oh, hello. And what I love about linear is everything you do. Oh no. Thank you. Everything you do happens. You know what I'm saying? There's no like acceleration. There's no giant dead zone. That's what really messes up all the other response curves, is the dead zone size. No. Oh. I can never get a kill with it though. I can never get a full kill. I just beam. And then someone else takes it. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Hip fire all the time. You don't need to aim in, but the best way I can describe linear is just raw input. Anything that happens on the stick happens on the screen. I don't think you should be playing anything higher than like a 4 ADS on linear though. Anything else is way too high. You lose control, consistency. But yeah guys, that's been the video. If you want the best linear settings, here they are. 4-3 linear, look dead zone small. That's all you need to do. The best settings ever, okay? If you play on Classic and you want a good Classic sense, is look dead zone none, Classic 5-4. This would be the Classic sense you want to use. But creatures, stay tuned to the channel because eventually I'm actually going to be starting to stream here. And I think my first YouTube stream will probably be like a solo to pred or something like that, because I've never done one before and I really want to challenge myself and see if I can get solo pred. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day, bruv. I'll see you soon.